everyone. I'm just finishing prepping my tote that I'm going to be making. So we're just hanging out and I'm going to be making a Swifty tote for one of my kids. And if you're watching this on replay, it's no longer live. I'm cutting out some SF101 to put on the exterior canvas. So I'm going to do that really quick. If you're watching, please feel free to say hi. I'm gonna have to do 4 rounds of presses because my press isn't. Here's one of my pieces. Can't really see it. Okay, so they are interfaced with basic SF101, and this is a canvas from Spoonflower, but I'm not 100% sure which kind of canvas it is. But I can look it up and link it below after the live is over. And then also, this is the water resistant canvas in violet from mormino.com. This will be the lining. And then I'm just using some 1-inch pink webbing. And I like to glue the edge. Sometimes even when you melt it, it doesn't always stay. So I've kind of prepped it and hoping it dries up before I have to sew it in. It might be a little tacky still. And then let me just turn off my heat press because I'm done with that. You guys have any exciting plans today? I need a littleish ruler. I still have to cut my corners out. It's taking me a lot longer to get going this morning. One of my kids is home not feeling well, and I'm just moving slower than normal, but let's get moving. I might close my door because my birds like to talk if they can hear me. So I just cut out rectangles. I'm gonna cut out the corners to be a 2.5-inch square. Can you see? Let me lower this down a little bit. There we go. So I'm just measuring. This is kind of the long way, but I needed to get moving, and this is how I'm gonna get moving. So and this is about what did I cut this to be? Like 15, I think it's 17.5 by basically 18, but the fabric wasn't printed straight, so it's like 17.5 by 14.5. So I'm just cutting out my corners. I feel like I should try and like push you back a little bit so you can see a little bit more. Maybe like I need a, I don't know, wide angle or something. Okay, so here's my other corner, and I'm doing 2.5-inch squares on all 4 pieces. Hello, Alma. Lunch break, yeah. It's not a specific pattern. It's actually, one of my girls got to go to the Taylor Swift movie with a bunch of her friends and got the Taylor Swift tote bag, and my youngest didn't get to go or get a tote, so I ordered some Taylor Swift fabric off of Spoonflower that I thought was cute, and so I'm using the other tote measurements to make this tote for my youngest. So it's just basic rectangle. I think I did 15 by 17.5 after I like straightened up, and then I'm cutting 2.5-inch corners out. And my straps are about 24 inches long. So it's just like a shoulder tote. I know I haven't had lunch yet, but I kind of had a later breakfast, so it's fine. I told my husband, he was working, said, if you decide what's for lunch, you can text me. Are you eating anything good for lunch? Okay, so I've got these cut out the bottom, 2.5 inch squares. And now I'm gonna do that to these. Isn't this cute? I mean, it's not like traditional Taylor Swift, but that's okay. I still think it's cute. Oh, hold on, this interfacing got weird. I might have to match up the pieces again. I didn't wash this fabric, so I'm wondering if it shrank up a little bit when I heat pressed it. Oh, ooh, chicken parmesan. Yum. I was just actually talking to somebody at work about chicken parmesan. I saw it on it was like a chicken parmesan bake though, so it wasn't really chicken parmesan to me, but at least in my book, it was like more of a noodle bake. But it still looked good. I love chicken parmesan. My sister used to make it all the time. I don't really make it though, because the cook is better. Yes, I feel the same way. All right, now I'm gonna cut this other corner. Okay, so then this one has the corners cut out. 3 down, 1 more to go. See, and I have all this extra interfacing. I cut the interfacing based on the lining piece, but I cut the lining piece based on the exterior piece. I only measured 1 piece out, so I guess we'll see how this turns out. I like to wing things. I'm good at winging it, I think. Okay. So 2.5 by 2.5. Make sure if you're using directional fabric, you're cutting the right corner. Did I even do that? Okay, good. Knowing my luck some days, that would not be the case. All right, last corner. Okay. And I think I want to switch to my purple thread. let me grab that. And see if I have a purple bobbin. I don't even know if I have a purple bobbin. I can do like hot pink. I got some pink bobbins. Or let's see. Well, maybe I'll use this. Okay, I think I'm gonna use the Saya Swag. I think it's Celestia. Is that what she calls it? Let me go grab it and see. I have a bobbin made up already, and I'm not sure. Hi, Nicole. I'm glad you can catch my lives. I always get nervous because I know I'm like live during the day. I'm like, a lot of people work, so we'll see. I'm just making a basic tote based on a tote that my daughter got when she went to the Taylor Swift movie. I always put these on backwards. Oh my. Oh, you work from home. You are lucky. I'm jealous. I actually work at Target 3 days a week. Well, if they schedule me 3 days a week. But that's what my availability is. Okay, let me grab my yarn. Or my thread. Not my yarn. Oh jeez. Yes. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, it's the Saya Swag Celestia. Is that a My Little Pony name? So originally, I was gonna try to, do you remember, I think you were on when I was talking about how I ended up buying another bobbin case. So I was gonna try and switch to my new bobbin case with a 45. But I'm like, I don't really want to mess with that right now. We have a good thing going here. And I don't want to mess it up. So eventually I will swap and see if I can get everything set and like be able to swap back and forth. Oh, you know what? Let me oil this too really quick. Okay. You're supposed to oil 4 places. I only did 3 for right now. Oh, so hopefully it's okay. Let me get it. And I didn't even test the tension on this yet. Like I said, moving slow today, so we'll see we'll see how everything comes together. Oh, look how cute. I feel like I should sew on a different ugly scrap. Here, we'll test on her legs. I need it a little bit tighter. Well, that was really loose. Trying to think what I was trying to think what I sewed last, and it was that Catalina bag. Yeah, I really love Kasaya's thread. Let's try one more time. Oh geez, I tightened it way too much. Okay, I think that's good. It's good enough. I might make a few changes, but let me see, because like I said, I measured once and then cut 4 times, so, and then, yeah, okay, so that's the wrong side. So I'm just gonna see the sizing. It's a little bit wider, but not much. It's not really centered. I've noticed that with like Spoonflower, like the grain seems to be off sometimes. All right, we're just gonna wing it and see what happens. So I've got my 2.5 inch corners. I'm doing right sides together. I'm just gonna do like 1/4 inch edge of presser foot. Oh, you know what? Let me add the straps on. Wing it, yeah. Especially like if I'm not doing a pattern or anything, I'm way better at winging things. Okay, so we're gonna do 4 inches from the inside, or from the seam, because of the seam allowance. And I'm gonna make it go up a little bit. And then 4 inches from the other side. And up. So these will probably be like, whoops. I'm guessing like a 22 inch. Well, would it be like an 11 inch drop? Is that how they would say it? Because after the seam allowance and stuff, I'm guessing. All right, so I'm gonna base this on. And Maybe I should. Maybe I should do a little bit of measuring. Okay, so this is just over a 1/2 inch above the top. So, and that's the same. Okay. Mine too. Yes, winging it is, I think it's kind of less stressful if you wing it, because if you don't and you're trying to get something perfect, at least for me, it kind of stresses me out a little bit. Doesn't make it as fun. Okay. And as long as it's a Taylor Swift tote, I don't really think my daughter's gonna mind. At least I hope she doesn't. I feel like I should make some kind of like keychain or something out of this. All right, 4 inches in. And a 1/2 above. And then let's do that again. 4 inches in and a 1/2 above. We'll just do this. I don't know why I always put the nips and my scissors on my left side, because I'm right-handed and it just makes more work. I don't know. Must be my backwards brain. Okay, so yay. I'm gonna clip like here in the middle. And on this, I'm going all the way around 3 sides. I guess I should kind of maybe explain a little bit what I'm doing in case a beginner is watching and wants to learn. So here's my tote pieces. It's kind of big, so I'm gonna clip and sew all the way down around the bottom and up the top. And like I said, I'm just kind of using the edge of the presser foot for my seam allowance. Nothing like perfecting it or anything like that. As long as it ends up as a workable tote, we are good to go. away from me. All right, so I back tacked at the front, at the beginning and the end of that, and I'm just turning my corner. I'm not clipping my stitches or anything like that. Just turn the corner and go. And I'm turning the corner again. And there's my ruler. Back stitching. Let me get this out for you too. Stitch again. So I've gone all the way around. See, this canvas, I almost cut it out using my pinking shears, but I didn't, and I wish I would have. But hopefully the interfacing will save it a little bit. So now I'm just pulling it apart, and I'm gonna box the corners. And I prefer to nest the seam allowances rather than like butterfly them, but I think it's personal preference. I think it's not, I don't think there's a wrong way for this. I do like to like pull the bag out and just make sure that the seam down here is still matched up, and then I'll clip down a little bit lower like that. So and I backstitch over that seam allowance too. So there we have it, and now I'm gonna do the other corner. And when if you nest it, just make sure that you nest the same way on both sides. Hello, House of Stitches. That's Holly, right? Am I remembering? So yes, because you just liked my post on Facebook. Yay, I remembered. So if you nest, just make sure you nest the same way on both sides so you don't get a lopsided seam. Thanks for joining. I was trying to go earlier, but it just didn't work out. I was moving slow this morning. But I got my this is part 2 of the other one. No, so the other one was a mess up. Like, I actually finished that whole bag and realized, are you talking about the Catalina one? Is that what you're referring to? I don't remember. But the Catalina, I finished that whole bag, and including the binding, and I saw the tear on the pocket lining, so I had to take it all apart. And so that was just a quick live of rebuilding the piece again that I had snagged. This is just a basic Taylor Swift tote. My youngest didn't get to go to the movie, and one of her older sisters did and got a tote. So I told her I would make her one. So I ordered this Taylor Swift, non-Taylor Swift fabric off of Spoonflower. It's kind of like blurry. I don't know why it's not focusing. But I thought it was cute. So, and then she picked purple for the lining and didn't care what the straps were. So I used the tote as kind of a base for measurements. And it's like 17.5 tall by 15 wide. And then I cut 2.5-inch squares. So we'll see how close I am to the original tote. But I measured one piece of fabric and cut it, and then I just kind of used the other piece, the cut piece, to measure the other ones. And I know I'm off a little bit, so we'll see how it turns out. And I'm really hoping I can find look at all my sewing blurbs are not organized, but I want the one. Yes, hey, yes, I found it right away. I knew it was a newer one, but it says make the whole place shimmer. I think this is cute to put in. I'm gonna put this one in when I sew it shut. I'm pretty sure this was one of the sewing blurbs. Oh, what contraption? This binder thing, it came with like the sewing blurbs, and I'm pretty sure this tag was a sewing blurbs tag, but I'm not 100% sure. But I only buy my tags from Mormino and the sewing blurbs. I got a few other ones floating around, but yeah, so I think you can buy these, but it came like with my first one, because yeah, I know you can buy them because I have two. This one actually closes, but these are more of the ones that I just bought from her. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm pretty sure if I can find the link, I'll link it below when I update this video and make it public or whatever, because these don't automatically go public because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. So if you know anybody who wants to subscribe, feel free to share my channel and send them my way. I have 500. Do you guys have YouTube channels? Because so I have the 500 subscribers, but I don't have the watch hours. So I'm working on that, but it's tough. It's like really tough. But you just gotta keep putting content out and keep moving, I guess. Okay, so this is the water resistant canvas from Mormino, and if you scratch it, the white shows up on the wrong side. So I want right sides together. Okay. What is the watch hours? See, look how off this is. This is terrible. That's okay. So in order to get like monetized, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and what is it, like 4,000 watch hours. But then they have a step lower than that that gets you 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. And it's just the amount of time people watch your channel. Like, they like time how long your channel gets watched. And like in the analytics, you can see like what video gets watched more and stuff like that. Oops. Okay, so this is a little off. I am going to trim this just because I knew the lining was off a little bit, but so I mean, I've thought about just coming down here on my days off and turning on my going live and just hanging out in here and being like, hey, what's up? But I can't always be down here because I got other things to do. I think when I'm done here, if I have time, I'm going to go sand my bathroom wall so I can paint it. We haven't gotten to... I learned today that... Oh, geez. That looks like my... I know, right? I'm just like... I wing it most of the time, but some of it, just because I know this is off a little bit. Let me see. The bottom's pretty good. I mean, the corners line up. Oh, I'm a little off on the bottom. Let me trim that up. And I'm wondering, I know this, oh, see? Like, what the heck? Okay, Holly, how did you find out, that freight check was flammable? That makes me a little nervous. You didn't burn your house down, did you? Hopefully not. Okay. Winging it since 1980 here. Yes. I'm an 80s baby. So I guess I've been winging it for 90s. Since the 90s. Yeah, well, we bought this house in October and we moved in and we had professional painters come paint like the main living areas and the basement, but it was going to be so much more expensive to have them paint the bedrooms and the bathrooms. So my kids actually got to help paint their own bedroom, which was, I think it was fun, but now this, like the main level bathroom is the worst and I cringe every time I go in it. So I'm like, I really need to get this done. We'll see. We'll see how fast I get it done or not. But, you know, it's only been like, what, almost 6 months? 6 months-ish? Okay, 5 months? Okay, so instead of turning through the bottom, like most people do, I'm going to turn it through, like, the side. Just because, I don't know. I think it's, I don't like seeing the seam at the bottom all the time, depending on what it is. Plus, I'm going to put this cute little tag in, and I want it to be more visible than just chilling at the bottom of the bag. So I'm going to leave the gap here on the side, and then sew down, gap, and then sew all the way around the rest of the way. And I am going to bring in, so I'm starting the same seam allowance against the presser foot. And then I'm going to merge in a little bit to give it a little bit bigger seam allowance so it fits better in the bag. So it looks like I'm out to a half an inch. Like the presser foot's like scant a quarter of an inch. And then I'm out to like a half an inch. Okay, so now I'm back tacking, and I'm gonna skip down here, and I'm gonna go backwards and forward. And then make sure you back stitch. Yeah. Ooh. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's crazy. I have freight check sitting right here, and I kind of almost don't, it's not my first choice. When I do webbing and stuff, I don't use freight check. I use what is it? Fabric Fusion. And I just put like a tiny little strip on it, and then I rub it out with my fingers. Like rub it in. I'll when I grab the X here again, I'll show you. That's so crazy. It does say flammable, doesn't it? Oh yeah, big danger letters. Flammable and may cause eye irritant. I haven't, and I did use it on the, what's it called? The fold over elastic that I ended up binding that bag with. And I did, Holly, if you want to see the finished bag, or anybody, if you want to see the finished bag, I posted it in Oro Rosa and then on my Instagram page. So if you want to see, but I did end up using the fold over elastic. I did also film it, but I'm trying to talk myself into like making it into a video, because it's literally like piece by piece, because it's, I mean, it's not terribly modified, but the way I was sewing it, because it was smaller and modified, I was modifying all the pockets and everything, and the card slots are, what are they, vertical and not horizontal, because it was smaller and it still fits 4. So I was basically working backwards. So when I do it, I'm gonna have to it wouldn't be like the normal way I normally edit videos, but I feel like it would have to be like side 1 or panel 1 inside or panel 2 inside, and kind of go that way. So I'm trying to talk myself into doing that. Maybe over spring break I'll work on that. I don't know. I'd rather sew live, but I don't know. Maybe I'll go. I'm not planning on making another one right now, but okay, Nicole, I like fold over elastic, but not this kind I got. So this kind is that it's super soft, and it's off Amazon, and the person that recommended it sews clothing. So it's fantastic for clothing fold over elastic, but I did not like it for the bag. So I actually ordered some I went to look at Saya's because I love her thread and everything else, but she has bright colors. Like I wanted a gray neutral or a white or something, and I think her most neutral color is khaki. And so I was like, So I actually ordered some off of the AliExpress, or however you say it, from China or whatever. And it's super cheap, so you just have to wait a long time to get it. So we'll see. I ordered some. She has gray on the way. Oh, okay. Her supplier messed up. Good to know. And I think hers is 1 inch, and I couldn't decide if I wanted 1 inch or 3/4 of an inch, I think is what I ordered. So I actually ordered a few different colors in both 1 inch and I think 3/4 of an inch. So we'll see. And I ordered some rivets too. This isn't the first time I've ordered, but not from the shop. So we'll see if it shows up. Something I did order never showed up, and then they're like, well, it's at your postal service, and it wasn't there. So I'm like, okay. But I've ordered hardware from one of the suppliers on that site, and I really like it. So we'll see. I've gotten notifications about the rivets shipping and like passing customs and stuff, but I haven't gotten anything about the fold over elastic yet. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so now I'm gonna go. I've still been sewing at about a 1/2 inch seam allowance, but I'm gonna merge back out to the 1/4 inch / edge of the presser foot and back tack. So, and now I'm gonna, I guess this is gonna be the test on how well this was cut, because this should measure the same as the top of the pouch. Going back through. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your day at work. I hope you have a job that you love doing and will enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching and tuning in and saying hi. And I'll post pictures on my Instagram when it's all done. So if you want to check it out, my Instagram's just the Y6 Maid. Okay, so yeah, we'll see what happens. If it, hopefully it will show up. But so I'm just nesting, boxing the corners again, and nesting and making sure that it's going the same way. Making sure that is. Okay, so now we're gonna do the other side. Yeah, and I do use waterproof canvas for binding. But it's such a small bag. Well, I made it at 75%. So it was kind of small. At least in my book it was. And then I didn't want to add the bulk of the waterproof canvas to the edges of it. So, I mean, it worked out. The person who it was for loved it. Hopefully. At least she told me that she did. But I felt bad. She like asked for it back in November, and we had just like, we're still in the process of moving because we weren't planning on buying this early. We were planning on buying in the summer, and then this house fell into our laps, basically. The perfect size. Okay, so I'm turning this right side out. All right, we're gonna see how well I winged it? I don't know, what do you say? Is it winged it? Okay, Holly, this is, I don't know, can you see close up? Oh yeah, I don't remember what I used for the mini Magdalena. So kind of see how you can see it's, kind of there, the stickiness of it. I mean, it's not too sticky. My hands aren't sticky now, but instead of fray check, I use the glue. I melt it with the, I still heat it and melt it that way. Usually. I didn't on this one because I was kind of being quick. Alright, so now we're going to put this lining that's right side out into the exterior that is wrong side out. I don't know, should I have marked the centers? Maybe? I don't know. Usually I mark centers, but this is a truly long bag. I hate free chickens. Yes, I agree. Okay, so I am nesting the seams again. And we're gonna clip all the way around. And hopefully it's the right size so we don't have to do some like surgery or something. I feel like I may end up just like stretching the canvas or something. It's not too bad. It's like a little bit. I'll just make if there's a bulk, I'll push it. Yeah, see, there's going to be a little bit of a ripple over here. I'll just push it to the seam. It'll be fine, right? Right. Or maybe I can stretch the canvas a little bit as I sew, even though you're not really supposed to do that. So don't follow that advice if you want it to be if you want it to be beautiful. It's still going to be beautiful, right? Right. And I definitely would have marked my centers and lined them up. And I think I'm going to sew this top at a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Yeah, it's like a tiny bit off. But I'm not going to go back and fix it, so we're going to start over here at this seam allowance, because then the extra will just go. And I'm going to sew at a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Does that sound good? Yeah, why not? Oh, and I'm gonna back tack when I go over the straps. See if I can like stretch it out. Okay, so let me like there. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm just trimming this. And I'll show you what I did. I don't know how it's gonna look on the outside, but I don't know if you can see this or not. But so I had like it's like 1/4 of an inch extra. Can you see? And I just creased it in as I sewed. So we'll see how it looks on the outside. I don't know. I think that's a good idea. And then I'm not going to trim this so it'll give some more body at the top to when I top stitch. But so now I'm going to turn it through my side opening. Ooh. I never know how big of a hole to leave, and I feel like I never leave a big enough hole. But I thought this isn't very thick fabric, so it should be okay. Is there a trick to this? I feel like there's a trick that I don't know, because then when I get it like halfway out, it just like bloops. wraps out. Oh my goodness. Come on. I mean, this isn't waterproof canvas, it's water resistant. So I don't feel like I totally have to heat it up, but maybe it would have worked a little bit better if I would have. Well, I think it worked out good. It's it's because in my head I'm pulling from the bottom and this is the side of it. Ooh, what are they doing up there? Okay. There we go. Such a goof. Okay. Oh, this is cute. Okay, I'm gonna sew this before I tuck it in and top stitch. I don't know. It's personal preference, I think, on if you wanna top stitch and then sew it shut. Is there a reason for either of them? Ooh. I did tear it a little bit right there. I'm just gonna tuck that piece in. Nobody will know except anybody watching. You're watching. Right. Okay. It'll be our secret. Hold on, let me get this in. Because this is super cute. I think it's perfect for this bag. Okay. And I think normally I would probably switch to purple thread. I don't know, do you guys switch? I'm watching doing dishes. I did my dishes already this morning, Holly. That was one of my slow downs. But, okay, here we go. Okay, so do you guys normally switch to matching thread when you close stuff up? Ooh, that was a lot. Okay. Well, it doesn't look bad even with the colored thread. I think this purple, I really like this purple. Okay, let's look. Can we see? You can't even tell where I overlapped it. I think it was this side just because it feels a little bit thicker. But I was like a 1/4 inch off and I just tucked it in. I haven't started yet. Oh yeah, what are you making for dinner? Okay, I think this looks so cute. All right, now I'm gonna tuck it in and top stitch it. But yeah, if you need that little, oh, this one's stew. Ooh, I've never had that. I don't know what I'm gonna make for dinner. Maybe spaghetti or something. a little airy, probably because I sewed it shut without, like, you know, burping it a little bit. But this is so cute. Can you see the whole thing? Not really. Soak the venison in apple juice. Okay, this is the side that I folded because you can kind of tell a little bit. But if you just like stretch it out, it's fine. It's fine. Apple juice so it doesn't take a while. Yeah, my kids don't have wild palettes. Probably one of them would, but my husband and I don't either. I did make Sloppy Joes the other day, 2 days ago. It was National Sloppy Joe Day. So I made Sloppy Joes for dinner. 2 of my kids didn't eat it. They wouldn't even touch it. But then everybody else did. And I had it for dinner last night too, because I made chicken nuggets and fries for the kids last night. Okay, so I am rolling this. I guess you could iron it too. Should I do like a double top stitch? That'd be kind of cute. I don't know. I think this is pretty dang close to the other bag. I'll grab the other bag when I'm done. And we can kind of compare. And I'm just like rolling the seam so we don't have like overlapping or the pop out, you know. You don't roll it. Sometimes the lining pops out. So does the apple juice make it sweeter? I don't even, like, I don't know. I've never had that, so. Makes the deer meat taste like, oh, okay. I could probably get behind that, but not making any promises. I don't know. And we usually do, like, when I do meat stuff, it's usually ground turkey. Except in the summer when we grill, we just do regular beef burgers. You wouldn't know. Yeah. Okay, so as long as I wouldn't know and nobody tells me, I'm all for that. But if I know somebody's going to tell me, then that's not going to happen. Okay, so now it is all clipped together. And we're going to top stitch. And hopefully my bobbin lasts, since it was an already. I'm going to start on the side. So, you know, this is where my dream cylinder arm would be so lovely. Okay. There's like the hump right there, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, I really love this rainbow thread. I hope she never discontinues this. I still have to get her, whoa, her other rainbow ones that she got. Hi, Mom. My mom just signed on. She's back from the fabric store. Which fabric store did you go to? And what'd you buy? Karen, what did you buy? She probably like hopped on and hopped off really fast. Oh, here comes the seam again. Fabric Mill, Riley Blake fabric, $2 off for, oh, nice. More red, white, and blue stuff for your quilts, your quilt squares. I don't know, do they have red, white, and blue? Several red, yes. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't like trim down the top seam allowance, because it gives it more like oomph to sew through. We made it. And hopefully my daughter will be so excited when she gets home from school. Where's that one? Should probably burn that a little bit, huh? Ooh. Okay. Oh, it's so cute. I'm glad I used the rainbowy thread. Okay, so I'm gonna move you guys and then we can compare sizes to see how well I did. Let me grab the other tote bag. Doesn't have to be perfect or exact. But I don't know. Are you guys Swifties or anything? Like, I'm not really, but at least 2 of my kids are. Alright, so this is the bag that she got. I'm gonna slide you guys out. Hold on. Don't get motion sick on me. Oh geez. Stuck on a plug. I'm not a fan. Too old. Like I don't not like her, but I would never call myself a Swiftie. And oh, don't look at the mess back there. My kids like her, so my youngest, we listen to her almost every morning in the car unless we're running late, because I don't have, like, I don't have time to hook it up on my thing, on my Spotify with my phone. You guys, look at how close I was. It's like, it's just thicker, but it's almost exactly the same size that way. And then this way. This just has more body, I think, because of the water resistant canvas in here. This is a lot thinner fabric. This is lined, it just doesn't have interfacing, and it's lined with a cotton. But hopefully this will last her as long as she loves Taylor Swift. What do you guys think? And then it has the cute little, see, if you do it on the side, then the tag is more visible and not hanging at the bottom, buried with whatever she's gonna put in here. So, super cute. I love how it turned out. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm gonna go see how my kiddo that did not go to school is feeling. And I do have a bag to cut out. It's actually for the next, not the next, the April Marathon Society. I haven't made it yet, so I'm planning on making 2. Sorry, I'm trying to like get in the camera, but so if you guys want me to go live while I cut it out, I can do that. I don't know when though. I have to work tomorrow, so maybe like Friday morning-ish. I'll hop on to cut. I want to cut out 2 and do a practice one. It's the Fundamental Tote by Jolie Lee Creation. That's the April Marathon Society, but I'm trying to get ahead of myself so it's not last minute. I know what fabric I'm going to cut out. I just have to make sure I have the hardware in stock that I want to use, and I'm not going to use like the handle. I don't know, that intimidates me. Like turn locks intimidate me. So we'll see. I think I'm gonna do like a hidden D-ring, and then I might try, there's no closure on the tote, so I might just try and do like a snap closure and see how that works out. But that is the plan. Oh, lucky you. It's my off day today, but like I said, I'm gonna go sand in the bathroom maybe. I gotta go pick one of my kids up in less than an hour now. And then, I don't know, we'll see. Sand in the bathroom the rest of the night. I don't know. But, okay, thanks everybody for watching. Like we kind of talked about, I'm trying to get more watch hours, so if you know anybody who you think would enjoy them, or enjoy my videos, send them my way. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, I will maybe shoot for Friday morning-ish to cut out some bags. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thanks for watching.